In this video, we will dissect Buffett's secret weapon, a 5-step framework that anyone can use to build serious wealth, not just gamble it away. So without much ado, let's get right in. Joe was an average guy from Cleveland, working an entry-level IT job and barely making ends meet. At 32, he was struck in a financial rut that seemed impossible to escape. His bank account constantly ran on fumes, and his credit card debt was piling up faster than he could say minimum payment. The thought of saving for retirement? That was a laugh. Joe was living paycheck to paycheck, and the future looked as bright as a cloudy day in Ohio. But then, Joe stumbled upon some financial wisdom that changed everything. He decided to give it a shot, figuring he had nothing to lose. What happened next was no overnight miracle, but a steady climb towards financial stability. Fast forward 12 months, and you must recognize Joe's financial situation. The crushing debt that once kept him up at night? Gone. His bank account had a comma in it, something he hadn't seen in years. He'd even started an investment portfolio. It wasn't huge, but it was growing, and more importantly, it gave him hope for the future. Joe's job situation had improved too. He wasn't just scraping by in his old position anymore. He'd leveled up his skills and landed a better gig with more responsibility and a fatter paycheck. And get this, he even had a side hustle bringing in some extra cash each month. The old Joe would have laughed if you told him he'd be in this position in a year. But here he was, debt-free, with savings, investments, and a clear path forward. He wasn't sipping cocktails on a private yacht, but he was sleeping better at night and looking forward to what the future might bring. But how did it all happen? By using Warren Buffett's 5 secret strategies that we are just about to reveal. Number 5. Be smart with your cash. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, has plenty to say about smart spending and financial management. He emphasizes living below your means, regardless of your income level. Buffett himself is known for his frugality despite his immense wealth. He says, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Now let's talk about getting the most bang for your buck. You know, making your money work harder than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. It's not about being cheap or living like a hermit. No, it's about being smart with your cash and making every dollar count. First things first, you have to know where your money's going. It's like being a detective in your own financial mystery. Track those expenses, big and small. That morning coffee? Write it down. That impulse buy at the checkout? Jot it down. You might be surprised where your hard-earned cash is sneaking off. Once you've got the lay of the land, it's time to separate the wheat from the chaff. What's really important to you and what's just fluff? Maybe you love your daily latte, but you could do it without a subscription to that magazine you've never read. It's all about priorities, folks. Start looking for ways to trim the fat without cutting into the muscle. You can negotiate a better deal on your cell phone plan, or it's time to say goodbye to cable and hello to streaming. Small changes can add up faster than you can say compound interest. Remember to treat yourself now and then. Being too tight with your purse strings can backfire faster than a rusty old pickup. The key is to plan for those treats. Budget for fun, and you will feel included. Speaking of budgets, they're not as scary as they sound. Think of it as a spending plan, not a straitjacket. Give every dollar a job, and you'll feel like the boss of your own money. Here's a nifty trick. Wait before you buy. See something you want? Sleep on it. If you still want it tomorrow or next week, it's worth getting. But that must-have item often loses its shine faster than a copper penny in a rainstorm. Remember, developing smart spending habits is like training for a marathon. It takes time, practice, and patience. You might stumble now and then, but keep at it. Before you know it, you'll be running circles around your old spending habits. It's not about pinching pennies till Lincoln cries. It's about making conscious choices with your money. It's about saying yes to what matters and no to the stuff that doesn't. Do that and you'll be well on your way to maximizing your money and building a rock-solid financial foundation. Number 4. Build a money-making machine. Now let's chat about turning your hard-earned cash into a money-making machine. You've probably heard the phrase, make your money work for you. But what does that mean? This isn't some elusive secret known only to financial wizards. It's something anyone can master with discipline and strategy. The first step is understanding the power of compound interest. Imagine your money growing over time, not just from your contributions, but from the interest it earns. Reinvesting those earnings leads to even more growth. Think of it like a snowball rolling downhill, gathering more snow. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow, so don't procrastinate. Open a high-yield savings account or look into low-cost index funds to get that snowball rolling. Next up is diversifying your investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your money across different types of assets, stocks, bonds, real estate, or even a side hustle. Stocks can be risky, but they often offer higher returns. Bonds are steadier, but usually yield less. Real estate can provide rental income and appreciate over time. A mix means that if one investment takes a hit, others can keep your overall portfolio healthy. Real estate is another avenue where your money can work hard. Buying a property might seem daunting, but it's a solid investment. Rental properties can provide steady income, and your property values tend to increase over time. Plus, there are tax benefits to owning real estate. Do your homework, understand the market, and maybe consult a real estate expert to guide you. Then there's the stock market. It might seem like a roller coaster, but with a long-term approach, it's one of the best ways to grow your money. Invest in companies you believe in and don't get scared off by market fluctuations. Over time, the market tends to go up. Look into mutual funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs, if you want a diversified portfolio without picking individual stocks. Don't forget about passive income. This is money earned with minimal effort. Think about writing a book, creating an online course, or investing in dividend-paying stocks. These sources can keep cash flowing while you focus on other things. It's about setting up streams of income that continue to pay you even when you're not actively working. Number 3. Set long-term goals. Setting long-term goals to maximize your money is a smart move, and it's all about planning and patience. It's not just about saving a few bucks here and there. It's about looking at the big picture and mapping out a clear path to financial success. So let's dive into how you can set and stick to those goals. First things first, know where you want to go. Imagine your future. What does it look like? Maybe it's owning a home, traveling the world, retiring early, or starting your own business. Whatever it is, make sure your goals are specific and personal. The clearer your vision, the easier it will be to work towards it. Write it down, visualize it, and remind yourself of it often. Let's talk about breaking those big dreams into smaller, manageable steps. Set milestones that are achievable and time-bound. For instance, if you want to buy a house in 10 years, figure out how much you need to save each year. This way, you're not just starting at a huge, intimidating goal, but a series of smaller, doable tasks. Automate your savings. Automating the process is one of the easiest ways to ensure you're consistently putting money away. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings or investment accounts. This way, you're not tempted to spend that money and your savings grow effortlessly over time. Number 2. Take calculated risks. Warren Buffett once highlighted his cautious approach to businesses that frequently undergo major changes, saying, "We don't have any formula that evaluates risks, but we certainly make our own calculation of risk versus reward in every transaction we do." His strategy involves a deep understanding of the businesses he invests in and focusing on consistency and reliability. Buffett prefers businesses with stable and predictable earnings that aren't constantly reinventing themselves. This approach minimizes surprises and ensures steady returns, showing that a calculated strategy to risk can lead to long-term success. Bill Gates also emphasized the necessity of risk-taking to achieve significant accomplishments. "If you want to do something big in your life, you have to take risks," Gates has often said. Gates found innovative solutions throughout his career to get difficult tasks done quickly and efficiently. He wasn't afraid to leave his comfort zone and embrace new challenges. His journey with Microsoft, for instance, was filled with risks, from developing new software to competing against tech giants. But these risks paid off, proving that embracing uncertainty can lead to incredible opportunities and breakthroughs. Elon Musk is renowned for his calculated risk-taking in his entrepreneurial ventures. Musk's investments in disruptive technologies have often been game changers. Think about Tesla and SpaceX. These companies took on massive risks. Electric cars and space travel weren't precisely safe bets. However, Musk's vision and willingness to take those risks have changed industries. He believes in betting on the future and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. He believes excellent rewards come to those who dare to challenge the status quo and pursue bold, innovative ideas. Taking calculated risks also means knowing when to cut your losses. Only throw good money after bad if something's working out. It's like knowing when to fold 'em in poker. Sometimes you must walk away and live to fight another day. Playing it too safe can be just as risky as being reckless. Inflation's always nipping at your heels, and those safe investments might not be enough to outrun it. So don't hesitate to step out of your comfort zone. Number 1. Have a good circle. If you're always chilling with people who blow their paychecks faster than a kid in a candy store, chances are you'll start doing the same. But hook up with some friends who've got their financial act together, and suddenly you're picking up smart money habits like they're going out of style. Now, I'm not saying you should ditch your buddies if they're not all walking calculators, but maybe mix it up a bit, Find some people who know their way around a budget and start picking their brains. It's like having a money coach, but instead of paying them, you just buy them a beer occasionally. Why not check out a local investment club or a money meetup? I know it sounds about as fun as watching paint dry, right? But trust me, it can be a blast. You can make some new friends while figuring out how to make your bank account do backflips. And don't be scared to talk about money with your pals. I get it, it feels weird. But breaking that money silence can be a game changer. Share tips, swap stories about financial wins and epic fails, we've all been there, and keep each other on track. Here's a hot tip. Find yourself a money mentor, someone who's been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. They can help you dodge the money potholes they fell into and show you shortcuts you never knew existed. Remember, it's not just about what others can do for you. Be a good money buddy too. Share what you learn, cheer on your friends' financial wins, and offer a shoulder when things go south. Now, which of these strategies impressed you the most? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See ya!